Hello. Hello. I need to work out what music to play in this stream. How are we? Um, what's a game that has spacey music? I don't. Do. How are people? I know many people are doing the old D&D and such, so I expect few people to be here, but that's fine because I already know what I'm gonna do, kind of, ish. We're doing stickers, space stickers. So I will need to think of a spacey game. What's the space? FTL, maybe? That's got a good soundtrack. Apparently people like it. I don't know. Hello! Hey, oh, hello, my chat is not scrolling. You're doing good now. Yay! That's cool. I haven't caught up on Discord for a bit. I've been rather busy today. But I'm glad you're doing okay. That's cool. Where is the soundtrack? I mean, ooh, Mew. Sounds and such. Okay, cool. It doesn't have a copyright claim, so that's good. Oh, that's kind of spacey. I don't know if it's hearable. Hearable? Audible, that's the word. Let's go to the thing. Here's the thing. So I'm not entirely sure how to go about... My initial reaction to... Let's do... It's a Plamps! It's a you, hello. How are you doing? Oh, actually, a lot of these have been deleted. Well... Wish me luck. Slowly powering up with coffee. Fantastic. Marvellous. It's Sunday there, isn't it? Have you had a good Saturday so far? I've just said that I haven't really caught up with Discord. I've been a bit busy. Because I've finished Beyond the Foggate. It's done. The book has been sent off for print. The ebook is on my website, although it's not publicly available yet, but it will be. Yesterday was a roller coaster of not enough sleep and then too much sleep. Oh, all over the place. Got to organise that sleep better. Got to tell it what to do. Space. There's a planet. It's happy. Done. Just 6 of those, yeah. Yeah, so I don't really know. Part of what I thought might be a fun idea to do space stickers was that rather than doing them with like line art and color and stuff like that, that we could kind of start with like a dark background and just use color to build them up. So we can just have sort of funky colored stickers. I'm not sure precisely how, but I want to try something different, you know? Try and get something that's sort of fun sticker designs, you know? So look, there's like a planet. Then I'll have like... sort of nice sort of stripy colours on it. And then... that's when we put the face on it. There you go, there's a happy planet. So stuff like that. I don't really know. I'm not a color expert or anything like that, so I'm just sort of winging it. But yeah, I don't know. You know me, I like my cute things. So there's a planet. You'll probably do a bit of a better job on the color. What I should do, right? Let's duplicate that. Lock that. Do this. Then what I can do is I can put that like this, over there like that, and then I can make multiple possible colorations. So now we could do like sort of yellowish sort of colours. Maybe like trying to do something that sort of works with the eyes. Maybe a lot of smoothing, I think. A lot of stabilization on the brush. Try and get some nice smooth... that sort of frames the face, as it were. And then like a darker pink or something. Yeah, I kind of preferred the first version. But you know, just stuff. Just messing around with ideas. The orange looks orangier there. Weird. Okay. More things. What are things in space? So yeah, so somebody suggested, for those of you who don't know, if you are subscribed on my Patreon, music's a bit loud. If you're subscribed on my Patreon for the $8 tier, there are stickers, and you can vote. Well, you don't vote. You well, you do when I finish them, but you can suggest ideas for sticker sheets anonymously via a Google form. And I randomly chose one today, which was space, because I thought that'll be an interesting thing that isn't a random animal that I usually tend to draw. So yeah, the only idea I had was like a meteor or something. It was like, or like a kind of falling star or whatever. So maybe we can do the sort of star shape. Like that, but better. You know what I mean? Get a little spaceship and a helmet. Oh yeah, like a kind of, yeah, like a cheesy sort of round bobbly helmet. Meteor. Be weird, isn't it? Just a meteor crash lands on Earth and it's just made of beef. I should have planned this out a bit better. But the only idea I sort of had was the idea of like a shooting star or something, but like it's falling into the atmosphere and then its sort of face is like sort of stretching and like it's not enjoying the experience. So I don't know how to draw that precisely. Like there's your simple eyes. A screaming star, yes. Is that too much? It's gone so fast! Is there like... I'm trying to make it sort of look like it's not like it's not crying, it's just squinting, as it were, and the pressure's a bit much. Also, I'll probably have to redraw this whole thing because the perspective's all out of whack. Anyway, how are we all doing? Are we all well? Hope we're all well. trying to work out if there's a way to do it. We could probably do that without lines, yeah? So we could... Let's do... So rather than that, let's go with... Like I say, I'm just trying something different this time. I want to get some sort of fun stickers that, like... have a sort of fun style to them or whatever. That doesn't look very good at all. Bring me back my line art, and then I'll draw under that. Ooh, this sounds like the approach to Venom in Star Fox. Are you waiting for coffee to happen to your brain? Well, tell it to hurry up. You might make a toast. To whom? I could just turn this into this colour, couldn't I? Rather than faff about trying to copy it. Oh well. I'm awkward. Yes, it looks terrible, doesn't it? Let's grab this. Stick it to, whoops. Stick it there. It doesn't need to be like that, and then I can do that here. That stabilization's working against me now. There we go. I should have done that on a different layer. So many layers. Don't have time. Bit smoother. Desperately searching Google for a full picture of an old tree to draw. Any particular old tree or just in general? Just a nice tree. Oh, right, yeah. Wonder why that happened. We want to induce a sense of perspective, don't we? I'm spending so much time on this. Whoops. My connection to chat has disappeared. That's a problem. Although my bot still is connected, so that's nice. I can read it from there. Yeah, very particularly, you want a knobbly, windy tree you can crosshatch the heck out of. I had no picture of a tree that I used to see on my commute, and it looked like it was going, ooh! Why don't you... Oh, my chat has reconnected. Yay. Maybe the star should have goggles on to protect its eyes? Maybe, but then it wouldn't have the pained expression, would it? I'm still not too keen on the shape. I think the general idea is there. I might work on that later. For now, well, we could do like sort of background maybe, so rather than just sort of whooshy lines, we can do something more interesting. So like some sort of gradient, fiery, or maybe just sort of straight up flames. I say, just sort of trying new things. I don't usually do stuff like this. Giving it a go. Speaking of giving it a go, I've started writing music again. Yay. It's been a couple of years. I know no one was here at the start, but I did play the tune. That's sort of one of the impetuses to start writing music again is being able to use it in streams so that I don't have to cut it out of the YouTube VOD. If it's mine, no one can copyright claim it. That's not whooshy enough. It's gonna be sort of difficult because they're already yellow, and I'd like, why is the chat not scrolling? Thank you very much. Yes, I've done music for longer than I've done art. Music was my first sort of creative thing. My brother was always the arty one. Again, I should have done that on a different layer, shouldn't I? I've disconnected from chat again! Mixer, what is going on? I'm not dropping any frames, just Mixer being Mixer. Maybe short, but contained more inside. That's where I need the stabilization back. How dare a tool not be useful constantly? And only under specific circumstances that I should probably learn. I hope my connection isn't cutting out or anything like that. It doesn't look like I'm dropping frames, but if chat's not updating, who knows? Well, you, I guess. Yeah, I'll work on that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just writing sort of random bits of music, and I'm doodling. I'm doodling with music, which is something I haven't done for absolutely years. I've always, you know, tried to write an album or a soundtrack or something. No, just write random bits. Random bits, random genres. Explore. Mess around. So I did this sort of jazzy, Jeeves and Wooster-esque thing, which you can find on my website somewhere, buried deep within the sub-menus. Or something like that, maybe. You get the idea. What else? Spacey, 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 space. I have so many layers already. I'm not used to this workflow. Let's extend. How does satisfying lines? Chat, why do you keep stop scrolling? Hey Troy, how you doing? Thank you very much. I'm trying something different. Space. Space was a suggestion I got for stickers, and I thought I'd try something a bit more colourful. Because space is, apart from the space itself, which is quite dark, the things in space are interesting and colourful and weird. My chat is not scrolling. It's not being my friend. Space is every single. I'm just going to look at my bot. Did you suggest it? It's anonymous. I don't know. You might have done. Oh, I messed that up. I think, well, there are 5 responses to the poll, but one of them is, this is a test. I think it was, this is a test. Hello, me from the future. I hope you're alright. You're back and you have toast. Yay. Is the coffee kicking in yet? Bought a little white bread as a treat. Ooh. Right, so they're alright. I'll work on those. Little UFO, little spaceship. Someone said, what kind of spaceship? We're gonna go with like traditional UFO style, or again, trying to work in more colour and more sort of fun things. I'll break out of my comfort zone occasionally. I think you gave like 5 suggestions. Oh, they're probably all yours then. That's fair.
UFO.
UFO. And she knows how to pronounce it UFO, so that's unidentified flying object. So how are we going to do this? Let's do this on separate layers. So I have like a sort of deep, sort of greeny thing for the I took the stabilization off, didn't I?
Oh, UFO.
No, UFO. Oh, wofo. Oh dear. The UFO aliens. Take us to your weeder. Give me that smooth stabilization. Those smooth. I should do these with vectors, really. Then they'll get nice and smooth. I might do that for the final drafts. Yeah, just sort of working out some fun ideas. Anyway, Try, how have you been? Haven't chatted to you for a bit. Hope all's well. Smoothness is not being my friend. Cause more problems than it solved. Close enough. So now, if we take something like this on a layer which has minimal...
You can do vector art too.
It's... Once I worked out how to do it in Clip Studio, yes. It's not entirely intuitive, but it's there. It's not too bad. The inputting vectors is odd if you don't already have a vector down, but it's fine. I used to do the borders for the stickers in a vector thing just to smoothen them out, because you can. What I would do by default, for example, is I would. You can't see this. Hang on. I would. Yeah. So I put everything in a folder, and then I'd add a little layer style which puts an outline around everything, like that. And I do that as the outline for the stickers. And then I do another one on top of that, which is a thin grey one, and then another one on top of that, which is a thick white one, and then that would be where you cut out the stickers, as it were. But for a while, I actually started doing it with vectors to make them smoother, because they can be a bit sort of, depending on the complexity of the art, they can be a bit lumpy in sort of unnecessary places and stuff. So if I did them manually, I can smooth them out and make them nice. And then I found out that the people who were making it just got rid of that and did this instead. So it was a waste of time. But I've done vectors. You're on a delay. You're streaming to TV. You've been a bit stressed with work, but you're chilling today. I'm glad you're chilling. I'm not glad you're stressed at work, but I'm glad you're having some chill times. And no worries about the delay. I am on a delay naturally, just that I never check chat. So. That and then move it along. No, yeah, like I say, just sort of trying fun. I'm trying an art style that works well with stickers. You know what I mean? This is what came as soon as I read space. This is well, what came to mind was this friend. But just doing those sorts of fun color things and not worrying about like line art and things like that, and just focusing on fun swirly colors, bits and bobs. Well, I should probably just do this, shouldn't I? It's a simpler way of doing that. How many times have I got to do the same thing before I realise it's not working? Many. Jupiter, is that Jupiter? Jupiter's happy. There was another colour scheme. Where was the other colour scheme? That may have got deleted. Oh no, there it was. Wasn't as good. I preferred that one. Alright, so we got that. And then on top of that, we can have... And now to decide what goes in it. So yeah, converting these to vector art won't take too long. Gonna do a galaxy? Possibly. A very dizzy galaxy. Spinning and spinning. Like I say, I sort of had no specific, apart from the star, I had no specific ideas of actual stickers. So we're winging it as usual, as we usually do. How about we have it sort of, well, this way. I used to draw aliens with upside down triangular heads. I used to have a couple of alien characters in my old webcomic. And the joke with them was that they treated human abduction much like humans treat fishing. So we'll sort that out. Second. Guitar pick, that's probably where I got the idea from. We'll sort out that line later. That's fine. Is it fine though? I don't know. What if 4 eyes? What if 4 eyes and 2 sets of goggles? Yeah. So do like a kind of nice. All of these colours are going to have to be adjusted because stickers are notoriously difficult to get the colours right. Apologies to anyone who gets the stickers for this month and considers them a little bit dark. I didn't, unfortunately, think about that again. I always forget that it comes out darker than I expect. Hello, the Kiro. How you doing? Just trying different things this time. Some lineless sort of stuff. How to do goggles? That's the question. How have you been? Actually, I'm gonna have to do another. So many layers already. Oh yeah, I forgot to change it back. Sorry. There we go. How to do goggles? How to do goggles? Oh yeah. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to really catch up on Discord. I've been busy all day. Linus is fun. It's yeah. It's giving me fun challenges. So how to goggle? How to goggle? Less lines, linelessness. There's actually a tune underneath some of these bits of music, which I did not notice when I was playing it. Never really got into FTL. Let's do this. Farther than left, yes. And then I can put yet another clipping mask. So many clipping masks. And turn this into an edge like that. Is that gonna work? Maybe keep it simple. Keep it simple, keep it smooth. Did I... What is going on there? I messed that up, didn't I? It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, so we can turn that up to full now, and get some... Well, let's get some just slightly brighter. Winky face? Worry about that. And then on these ones, where the goggles are, I can do anything. Just go. It's not working. Oh, I see. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope, that's the wrong one. There. Oh yeah, kinda. Like I say, I'll probably do these as... What's that? Nothing, apparently. Do these as vector art later. Maybe just... Or a different colour, maybe. Some bluer. Again, I'm just sort of trying things out with more colours than I would usually entail. That's not the right word, is it? Because like ordinarily I just go, yeah, that'll do. But I'll make it a bit more colourful. Maybe... Is that too detailed? I don't know. I can always undo that, that's fine. Right, body. I needed to sort out the body. Where is it? There. So, if I grab this... No, grab it, thank you. Invert. Subtract. Delete. Cool. Body's still not great though. Ah, that's fine. What about the rest of the UFO? We can have some bright lights. That's that. Rock! Thank you for the rock. Not digging the pink. Yeah, that bit more. Might be a bit small. Just accentuate it. Oh, hello. Just a bit of the ship there. This sort of stuff will be much easier with vectors. I already did. I was ahead of you. Great minds and all that. This purple feels like it needs to be a slightly different hue. A bit confusing. Confusing the eye with regards to the background colour. Needs work, but generally speaking. Mixer turns off FTL when casting to TV. Do with what? How? Need to figure out how to add more Sims to the Purple Star lot. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's a mod. I need to work out how to do this thing in a game. Mod. Is there a Sims mod for Skyrim? There's a question. It seems like the sort of thing that would exist. Is total conversion mod. Turns Skyrim into The Sims, but with cold, sort of Nordic background. FTL is a low latency mode. Ah. Sorry, I'm listening to the soundtrack to FTL and I got a bit confused. Typing with the dog on your arm. That's impressive. I need to work on the colours, I think, but generally speaking, and the placement. But something's there, I'm sure. Maybe not too different from the palette that's already there, but a bit more green. Get a bit more clear. I mean, it's the comment section of it's the chat of a stream. Clarity is never expected.
FTL.
FTL. Alas, Hazel does not explain.
Footle.
Footle. Not even footle, it's footle. Yeah, I need to work on stuff. I think that idea's there. I'd like the alien to be a slightly different colour as well. Brighter, darker, not sure. Right. There's a few things that definitely needs like the alien area needs to be bigger. Hang on. Grab this and all of these. Like that. No, all of them, please. Oh wow, that's a lot more than I thought there were. Oh dear. Why are you... Oh, I didn't select that. Yeah, again, it needs work. But, oh no, I've gotten rid of things. Where has Star's mouth gone? Probably accidentally deleted it. Where would it have gone? That's that, that's that. I do this. Nope. This. Okay. So it would have gone here, so let's just... We can work it out from here. Mistakes can be undone. Just not in the conventional way. You get the idea. Oh no, it went down, didn't it? It went down at the top. So it's like... I'll look back at the VOD and I'll get a better idea as to what it looked like. Let's see. Anyway, more things. How to do a galaxy. So I suppose you start with a bit in the middle. Yes. Start with. I suppose there's a black hole in the middle of most galaxies, so I'll make it white. Then what? The sort of Milky Way kind of thing. Drawing a galaxy without reference. Well, they're like that, and then sort of. Your internet pooped you back. Hello. We haven't done much. I had to repair the star because their mouth disappeared. My fault, I'm sure. How do you do a galaxy exactly? I don't know. Lots of wispy lines. Let's look up some pictures. I mean, a galaxy is just a sort of big old cluster of stars and stuff. So it's difficult. Yeah, so there are sort of nice, lots of spirally things. Okay, so what we'll do is we will get rid of this, and this, and this, and we will, before I end up deleting anything else, let's start a new folder. We will define like a kind of nice. We can change these colors later. That's fine. I cancel that. Whoops. And a nice sort of bright. Disc like that. Could this be a black hole with accretion disks? I don't know what that means. Accretion disk. There's a structure formed by diffused material and orbital motion around a massive central body. Ah, can black holes have that? Oh, gravity. Oh, so it's not orbiting. It's just going around. Oh, no, it says in orbital motion. Friction causes orbiting material in the disk to spiral inward towards the center body. Quelle surprise! Try as smart. Yee. Yee indeed. Ooh, there's a lot of fun maths going on here. And we got Kramer's law. I don't know enough about Frasier to make a joke about that. Differential. I knew it'd have to be differential. Hate differential. There are 3 people in Sim Try's basement apartment, and none of them are Sim Try. The circumstances under which they're there, I think is important to that story. What has Sim Try been up to? I have actually dropped a lot of frames. Crow came by just to get food out the fridge and then leave. Try is very accommodating, whether they're aware of it or not. Kramer is Seinfeld. See, that's how bad I am. That's how little I know about Frasier, because he's not even in it. It's all American sitcoms, whatever. Analytical models of sub-Eddington accretion disks. Of course. So I get the basic gist. We'll have a crack at a black hole later, that's cool. That makes sense. It's a thing to do. Also, you dated an astrophysicist for 3 months. Neat. Do something like this. Only better. Well, I hope it was neat anyway. I am but a humble mathematician. I found somebody I've started following. My experience with YouTube has changed a lot over the last year, and it seems to be that I just sort of follow people who are enthusiastic about the thing they're doing, rather than like things that are designed for entertainment. I just like that kind of genuine enthusiasm, you know. And I started following a composer who does courses and all that sort of stuff. And I found out that they do a course joint with a university that is like a master's degree. And I sort of looked into the things like sort of music for film or music for video games and sound design and all that sort of stuff. Sort of like 1 year master's course. And I thought, pipe dream sort of thing. See what's sort of required for it. And one of the requirements is a bachelor's degree from any subject. So I like the idea of going up to it and going, I have a bachelor's degree. It is in maths. Does that count? I guess it does. You like the way you set up Sintry's apartment? One day you will clutter more of it. Does it teach you how to study or something? It does teach you how to study or something. Yeah, I mean, I probably learned more. No, I did learn a lot about studying and things in my first year. Mostly that I already naturally did a lot of stuff without realizing that wasn't normal. I remember a teacher. I was walking back from a lecture with the lecturer, and she said, the thing with sort of studying notes and whatever is that most of the students don't go away and read the notes, and like I'm sure you do. And my response was, my response was a well-calculated silence, because I don't. I didn't go back and read the notes after lectures. I just learnt by writing the notes down, and apparently that's not normal. Apparently most people actually read the notes they write in lectures, for later study and such. So yeah, I learned I'm weird. Quelle surprise. It's the second time I've said that. Anyway, where was I going with that? I'm sure I had an end to that story. I'm not a raconteur. I'm not a storyteller. You know these things. You wrote similar notes down over and over. And everyone sort of learns. Maths never counts. Maths is how you count. It was fine. Fun times, dating that person, played video games and stuff. Yay, that's cool. In fact, that was actually my towards the end of my PhD, that was the area of maths I was thinking of going into. Was counting. Combinatorics. Good old combinatorics. Simplamp decided to crash out in Simtry's bed, and Simtry came home and is sleeping on the couch instead of kicking out Plamp. Aww. Bless. That looks horrible, but the principle's there. And then what we do is we do this, and then this, and then this. And then put it there, and then change the colour. So kind of doubly wrong way. Deeper. You have high autonomy on in your games, so you take breaks from building by just watching them. That's cool. That's the thing I always lost interest in with the game. Was when they go off and do their own thing. It's like, got nothing to do now. Rosebud. So that's there. What to do now? Everyone stayed up so late that it's 10 AM and everyone's napping. I'm not in there, am I? Because that would be highly unrealistic. Yeah, how about they end in... Again, sort of playing with shapes as well that I don't usually... I like my smooth and sharp things, so it'd be nice if they ended in bobble. And then, as we always do... You're gonna be, you were gonna add me, and that's when you found the limit. Oh. You probably have to summon a random townie, edit them, and then force add them to the house. I swear. So yeah, so that's sort of a basic... I don't know whether we'll keep the face, but it's there. So what I was sort of thinking of is like... having sort of random fun things. Because I mean, the obvious thing... This is new, this is new. But the obvious thing to do will just be sort of add... sort of... Why is there doing that? Just to add bobblies. Stop doing... Wait. Oh, I know what that is. It's part of the stabilization, isn't it? Yeah. You don't know how, but some people have had 100 playables on. That's a lot. Also, this music's fun. Everyone's sad because they didn't do enough holiday activities. I know that feeling. I need to go somewhere. Just wander around an old town and look at the architecture. Maybe doodle. What is this music? This is not the FTL I remember. Bibbly bobblies. Greens or pinks? Or hom? What? That's for him. That's not what I meant. For who? What's who? Or pourquoi? No, that's what? I don't speak French. Yeah, we could maybe sort of do sort of some green. This isn't actually what I originally had in mind. So yeah, maybe I do this. I mean, I could just do that. Too much. Just do that for the outside ones. That does look nice. Read all about it. Try is good with colours. Maybe that one could be the bright pink. This one. And then we'll have a different one for the inside. Blue? No, I said it's already on a blue. So, yellowy? Oh, what a surprise. My connection to chat has been interrupted. Mixer, what is going on with you today? Triforce's avatar hasn't even popped up. You look like a crosshair. That's not right. That one's wrong. I'm not sure about the yellow. What? Maybe just white? I don't like that big one there. Like a big one, but not there. Better. Because very, very soft, hard to differentiate from the purple. That's fair. So how about if we... This music! What is this? Rock Men Battle. Oh, I like this. Bit sort of Dr. Steely. Whoops. It's stronger. Maybe even stronger. I'm a sucker for an offbeat. Or maybe make the purple more saturated. And deeper, given that it's the outside arm. Triforce is in bed, crying it out. Oh. Now he's not sad, but he's having a nap. Although our Pamper's in his kitchen making mac and cheese. Ah, The Sims. No, Try. Oh. Universe, don't let Try be sad. Not fair. Like, I never would have thought to do something like this. It's really good to sort of get out of your usual comfort zone. That blue in the middle's a bit boring. Can I sort of zhuzh it up a bit? Yeah, see if I put it that too far that way, it's going to interfere with the pink. Sim Lewis is constantly uncomfortable because he refuses to wear winter clothes in the snow. That sounds Lewisy. Well, that being said, I can imagine Lewis likes wearing comfy clothes. It's a good friend. Thank you very much. Thank you for your suggestions as well. They've been very cool. Very, very nice. I told myself I wasn't going to give everything a face, but I have. So there. They wanted to be more abstract, but I think the art style is enough of a departure from the usual. Kiki's ruining Try's couch. That sounds about right. I might come back to that with some stuff, maybe some gradients from the inside of... Or keep it solid, I don't know. Like, stuff like that, that's not smooth. But I will smooth it out with vectors and such. Stabilization's off. You get the idea. Swirls can be muted and the dots and the inhibits can be bright light sources. We're also using sort of this as this background color as a normalizer. So if I were to take it off, you can see we're already dealing with quite dark colors. Even the bright ones are quite dark. So I will have to adjust that at a later time. Like, bring these up a bit. That. I'll pop a bit more. Other things you will find in space. Finding the cut line for that's going to be fun. So the way the other, so I'm moving Sticker Company as I've mentioned, and the way they do their sticker thing is you send them a PDF. Not a PDF, PSD, that's the one. You send them a PSD, one layer has the background, one layer has the stickers. And from that, they work out the cut from the outside. So good luck to them with the Galaxy one. A telescope. Doing good, cute. Thank you very much. Tim tries to go back downstairs to have a cry and he's not even sad. Oh no. Don't make me feel like I want to hug a try more than I already normally do. There's a sentence in there somewhere. You might have to find it, but there is a sentence. I'm immediately thinking of sort of like a cartoon, sort of. So we've got that. This on a different layer. This, so like. What am I thinking? Let me sketch the rough idea so that before I start getting into colours. None of these are. I should really be doing these on separate folders, shouldn't I? Okay, so let's get. Like that. Those go here. I'm also going to save this before I lose it. That'll be handy. Space can in space. Unfortunately, I don't have my reverb thing. Speaking of space can, as you do, as oft we do. So yeah, what was I thinking with this was, so it's like. Like a kind of slightly wacky sort of. Slightly wacky. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna be a good sticker? I don't know. Just get the ideas down. Smaller. I don't know. Did you read this? What? 17,776. No, I didn't. I'm not even entirely sure I've read that number. Then it's like. What's 1700 17776? It's an awkward number. Feels like it should stop later or earlier than it does. It's like, what if many years into the future, probably the year 17776, space probes gain sentience and just sort of hang out being friends and watching Earth? Oh. Nice. You call it 17776. Fair enough. I call it 100, 777 tens, and half dozen. Or should we have this sort of coming out of a dome? That's a mushroom. A satellite? We could do a satellite. But by the way, everyone stopped aging or dying or being born. Sounds very dull. Unity's low-key full ennui. Yes. That sounds about right. I feel like it needs to be a bit more... I don't know, maybe it can be vertical, I guess. We'll go with that. Right, cool. So how to do this without 7 million layers? I guess there's going to be 7 million layers, really, isn't there? Okay, so... like this. The main characters are Pioneers 9 and 10, and the Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer. Pioneer 9 looks like a can in space. What is this? Is this like a film or a comic or? It's a short web story, yeah. It's an interesting premise. Down there. Who said telescope? Because I apologize. Wikipedia says it's a serialized speculative fiction multimedia narrative. Of course they do. That's easy for them to say. Badumtish. I always forget when I'm doing something like this to colour to the edge of the line. Soup can in space. You recently did some lineless art like this for a Secret Santa gift for a friend. It was surprisingly fun. You want to do it again? These look so wonderful. You love them all so much. Thank you very much. I'm glad you had a good time doing your Secret Santa. I've never done a Secret Santa. Next year. By which I mean this year. You know what I mean. The colours will need working on. Just cycling through different colours to make sure I'm keeping track of what I'm doing. Whoops, not yet. Lots and lots of layers. Layers make the world go round. It's fun to draw things for friends. Yeah. I wouldn't know. I still haven't done Try's birthday present. Okay, so let's do this. No, it's probably easier to do that underneath. Nope, not that far underneath. Spending so much time on a design I know is not going to make it past the voting. So yeah, do leave ideas with me to do at a later date, because I probably won't get through all of the ideas I want to tonight. So if you have any nice ideas for stickers based on space, do let me know, and then I'll have a crack at them when I start doing things properly. What with vectors and stuff. You need more coffee? Oh no. Did the last coffee not do the trick? And then up. Yes. And down like this. And then down like this. Actually. Orange! Probably not orange. Let's do a nice blue or something. Cool. We can do realistic eye or cartoon eye? You just drink a lot of coffee in general? Ah, that might be why you're all snoozy. Become reliant upon it, he says, taking a sip of Diet Coke. Cartoon, yeah, I think cartoon works best. If anything, actually bring both of those. Look a bit bulbous. Like I say, colours need work, shapes need work, but you get the general gist. There's a telescope. Bring that up a bit. Okie dokie. Satellite? Tin can? Hesitate to think how many layers I have at this point. Such is the way, such is the way. They're all simple layers, so... How about... what is it I'm looking for? Doesn't work with a W, does it? I mean, well, actually, no. Hang on. Well, I could. Doesn't work with that W. Oh, it's bold. Hang on, that's probably an issue. Let's solve that out. Okay, that's a bit better. Subscript. I don't think there's a way of subscripting in this. That's the wrong thing. Oh, I can't do it. It's not rasterized. It's just sort of getting a starting point. I can... Oh, that's not the right... I flattened every layer. That's not good. Rasterized. There we go. That would go there. That's better. Right. So now we have that. Shapes. See, then I'd be tempted to like round. It's gonna be a nightmare. But what won't be a nightmare is if I do it with a thing. Yes, I'm not bluffing. A thing.
This is my cousin, Sally Satellite.
Oh, hello, Sally. Alright, so if we do this... No, that's not enough. Should probably have done this on a different layer. There we go. Right, so I now need to move some stuff around so that I don't interfere. Yeah, screw October and Company, I'll just make a webcomic about silly satellites and planets and stuff. Yeah, don't need that. Let's do this and grab this again and do some things. So let's do this. Actually, we can do smaller than that, can't we? Let's do that. Probably should use reference for this, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Dividing things into thirds. It's never easy. That should probably be green, shouldn't it? No? Yellowy green? Right. You gladly read both comics. I don't have time. Time, my old nemesis. Time, where did you go? That was all I had time for. Oops. Oh, you're going off the side of the thing. Come back. All of you. Rotate. Rotate. Rotator. Also, you went back to your DS3 save and past you, the absolute lad decided that shields are for cows. In DS3, that's not a terrible move. Dark Souls 3 is the Bloodborne of Dark Souls. There's a sentence for you. In as much as it's much more focused on dodging. There's a reason people have come to know Dark Souls 3 to be the game where you roll, attack, roll. Who needs a shield? Roll, 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 roll. So that's basic. Robert Friend. That's not the right one, is it? These two. What else though? What else could be done? Oops. Is where you use the grass shield as a backpack. Absolutely. As do I. It's a good system. To be fair, I do the same in Dark Souls 1, but that's not advised in that. Are there any? I'm trying to think of a boss that it is actually advantageous to block on. Maybe Deacons, because there's a lot going on at once, and you don't really need to be that aggressive. Just no. The storage leaves something to be desired. Yeah. White. What about white? Black Hole Meteor? Went to open the game, and it's the one game that tries to use your PS4's controller's gyro. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that was a faff to fix. I remember that. I don't remember how, though. Yeah. I remember that being an issue. I'm glad I met someone else who uses a PS4 on PC, that PS4 controller. Meteor from FF7 with broken pieces. Huh? Do that. I'm still trying to think of something else to do with this. Maybe that's enough. Maybe just. Maybe that's. I was just thinking like some sort of antenna thing or something. That doesn't look very good. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's our friend. Awesome. Everything's shiny. Yeah, the PS4 controller before you even had a PS4 is for computer. Absolutely. I cannot get my hands around the Xbox controllers and such. Let's duplicate these and then do a little blur like this. That. Didn't mean to do that for these. Get rid of that. Ooh, that's strange. Oh, right, yeah, because it's still... Why is it still that? Let's get rid of that. Apply... Duplicate. Get rid of this stuff. Why, I was brunged up, right? I was brunged up with PlayStation controller. So that's what I know, and I'm not changing my mind. Or these newfangled... What even is a trigger and a bumper? It's 1 and 2. That always annoys me in games. I was like, left trigger, and I'm like, which one's that? Is it the one I rest my index finger on, or is it the one that you call a trigger? Because they're not the same. You have to go, have fun, good luck, and keep being awesome. All of those things also go to you. So yeah, have a good time. Thank you for popping in. You too! But yeah, there's so many times I've had on these games. Press the left bumper. And I've pressed the wrong one. Can I do this? Or something like that, but with a different colour. Yay, nay. still think there's something missing from this. We'll get to it. I run out of space. Let's get rid of these. Grab a drink. So I wanted to do the meteor. What was the other one Troy said? Meteor black hole. Yes, a meteor and black hole. Your big hat! Yay. Big hat's fun. So, okay, let's look up the... Because I don't want it to be too similar to the star, sort of burning up in the atmosphere. So, maybe... Okay, I've got an idea. Ooh. Oh, no, that's... Thought it was a nice picture, but it was a photograph. That's painting, I meant. It's difficult to get, like, a good... That's cool. That's far too high res. Sorry, I just clicked on an image of Meteor from Final Fantasy VII, and the title is "That Time Final Fantasy VII Ended Without Explaining Anything." But yeah, leave it to your imagination. And the sequels. Right, so we want... What is that? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. The Midgar survivors moved north and build a new city, Edge, on the outskirts of the Midgar ruins. Over time, Edge expands as more people move from Midgar to the new city, including Denzel. What is this? I don't remember this in the game. I just saw this cool thing. Oh, that looks nice. Final Fantasy VII's complicated. Too many additional things. What's happening now? Meteor. Yes, I have an idea for a Meteor thing. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll give it a go. So let's get a kind of orangey middle. Save. Always save your work regularly, so that you don't lose 2 hours of music that you did spend time on and can't remember how to redo. And then... I don't want it sort of necessarily flying, I just sort of want to give it an aura. This is the Half-Life logo. Don't mind that. Hang on, how about... There you go. That'll do. Can't afford a house because of avocado meteor. If your avocado's this color, throw it away. Oh, I see. Ragdoll's the yes. I'm always late to the joke, aren't I? You're all much cleverer than me. Right. So let's get like I might even change it to be the same colours as the Final Fantasy VII one. Kind of teal and cyan and stuff like that. For now, let's grab us some chunks. Some chunky chunks. How's this gonna work? I'm gonna need to plan this out somewhat. I think I have already messed it up.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks.
It's always weird when somebody follows when I'm in the middle of just mumbling to myself. I feel bad. Thank you for following, Anthony Cadet. Yeah, we're trying some different stuff with sticker designs and things. Oops. Not that different. But maybe. The bot only just posted that I was online. Ah, good bot. I keep meaning to mess around with bots and come up with my other thing. What even was that sentence? I've been meaning to mess around with bots and Discord integration, etc, etc. Ooh, look at that. Big Hat Ashen one. Irothil Straight Sword, Grass Crest Shield. The Crystal Sage's hat. Carthus Milk Ring. Is it sad I know these things? Hang on, does it... I've never noticed that the ember has the little... It's the shape of a humanity. I've never noticed that. That makes sense. Anyway, sorry. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, we're just sort of messing around with some design. Space theme. But I should have planned this out because that's not going to work. Well, it might work. If I bring this here. Nope. Now make this bigger because I've deleted it, and that's not what I wanted to do. Oh no, that's gonna not quite. We'll see. Perhaps. Like, see, on its own, this looks fine, but I'm trying to do something silly, and I don't think it's going to work with this setup. I'm trying to do something silly, I know. So unlike me. No. Humanity, but on fire, yes. Which is weird, because the game is sort of less about fire. Don't know why it turned into ember. I suppose you're cinders, so you kind of you need the fire that's not there, and thus the game becomes about fire because it's not about fire. Weird. Turn the black. See, that's what I'm thinking. The idea is that if I have like the eyes and the mouth on the individual parts of it, but like they're breaking up, so they're all in kind of the wrong place. But I don't know quite how to place them. So if they're sort of like, I want to do like sort of an eye there and an eye there and like a mouth there, but like jumbled up so it looks sort of confused, but it just sort of looks angry like this. Maybe I have to sort of restart and think more specifically about where to put stuff. So if I were to do The problem is we don't have any sort of central... we don't know where the head's supposed to be for the eyes to be in weird places. So how would we do that? Oh yeah, this is for sticker designs. I have a Patreon. $8. People can get a sticker sheet every month, and you can, through these streams, you can have an input as to what those stickers are. Why is it whenever Try does a suggestion, it's good and I can never do it? Try and I are just thinking in completely different planes. So yeah, see with this it looks angry because of that shape. So I want to try and undo that if I can. So I'm gonna have to do like something like this. Get rid of this. Then like. You see, that's pretty. Space cookie. Subconsciously hate you. No, it's like when I first started doing music with my band. I put forward a song that I never finished myself, and we did it together. But the lead singer just could not get the hang of how I had written the vocal line. And it turns out we just had completely different internal rhythms for singing. It's like that. We just have sort of a different way of thinking about things and making that sort of connect. Requires a bit of translation. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist. That bit's coming off, maybe. Also, would we be like... That work? It kind of works, but not in the way I expected. See, if I do that, then it's fine. Looks like Bill Bailey. Here it's Smooch Lips. Yes, they keep calling it a crisis, but it's a kiss, Christ kiss. Smooch! I think the big bit up top is somewhat distracting. Let's bring that down a little bit. You can hear the kiss of the planet. I found it surprisingly difficult to draw. Hang on. Oops. To draw Smooch Lips. I find it difficult anyway. Now I'll give it a top hat. Only we will know. Oop. Are we really going with that? Also, the other thing I was going to do was to come up with a colour that's a bit sort of in-betweeny, and then define the edges of these things. It sounds like end credits music. The one in the middle is tricky, because you're sort of looking at it top down. I quite like the idea of just have it be sort of slightly worried looking, but without a mouth. It has no mouth, or they have no mouth. And they must careen. Maybe one more. Little one down here. Maybe make that bigger and that's where the mouth will go. That. Then, oops. Spending far too much time on this. It's almost over. I haven't even gotten to the black hole yet. Something to work out, isn't it? A white hole? Kiss meteor's important. Oh, go away, Duolingo. Add some red to the tail coming off the surface of the milk chocolate brown colour. Okay. The tail's on its own thing. So, like, oops. Yes, if I paint the same colour over the top of it, nothing's going to come up. So some dark red or some light red. I can change the colour later. Same sort of structure. Maybe a bit further. Smack, but it's Smooch Meteor and the Earth. I like the idea. I like the idea of a meteor bouncing off and coming round again. Boing. think if I'm going to do that, further up. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, Chris. Pay attention. If in doubt, stop being an idiot. I feel like the colours probably need some work. I was thinking like some sort of greenish version, as it were. But I don't know. Maybe it's better leaving it as is. Because what other colours have we got? It's nice to have a mixture of colours in these things. We've got these three. We've also got these guys. Planet Friend could probably do some work. So we've got like 7 little designs. I'll work on a black hole. If there's anything else, Alien Friendly's arms, I think. If there's anything else that, any ideas for stickers, spacey stickers, that you'd like to see in this little bundle, then do let me know. Again, we're going to be trying these out with the new supplier, so hopefully they come out nicely. Alien Friendly's tentacles. I was thinking that, but I couldn't quite work out where to put them. That's that. Like. Something like that, but not terrible. Everywhere. Whoops. Then coming out the bottom, not at the torso. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Maybe they've got little helmets on as well. Oops. We'll see. Yeah, so let me know other designs that you might want to see in this collection, and I will get 8 or 9 up for voting as soon as I can. Thank you for coming along. This was more successful than I thought it would be. I was very worried about how this would turn out, but turns out if you put a silly face on it, it works. Yeah. Thanks for coming along. Has it really been that long already? Oh, we've almost finished the FTL soundtrack. That's about 2 hours, apparently. Thank you for the suggestions and hanging out with me and being nice. Yeah. This is a nice style for stickers. I don't know whether I'll keep doing it, but if people like it more, I see no reason not to. Everything's better with silly faces. That's true. That is true. Yes. So thank you for coming along, everyone. Speaking of silly faces, there is Bloodborne. Look at Paul having a good time. Shame we killed them so quickly. We are carrying on with the dulce.
Good Stickies.
Good Stickies. I hope so. We'll see. But yeah. So what was I saying? Bloodborne. We're carrying on with the DLC. We're doing the rest of the research hall and then subsequent stuff. Yeah. Now that we finally killed that NPC, forgot about that. Oh dear. Yeah, that's tomorrow. I hope everyone who is currently having RPG times is doing well. If anybody watches the VOD, thank you. And hello. And for everybody watching now, thank you as well. Because it's always nice to have friends here doing stuff. Heart to you too. In fact, hang on. Can I do that? Can I heart? Chat. Cooperate. Obey me. There we go. That was more complicated than I thought.
Heart.
Heart. So she knows how to say that. That's nice. So yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for streaming, Door. You're welcome, Door. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out. It is always nice. There's only so many times I can say thank you before it gets boring. So let's choose some music. I'll play my music again at the end. Why not?
Thanks for streaming Dao.
Dao. Strimling Dao. Bless. Hazel tries. Hazel gives it a go. Right, yeah. Thank you for coming along. And I'll see you at some point in the near future. And if not, I hope you have a good time doing whatever it is you're doing. Goodbye.